Happy New Year, happy 2024. It is so good to be back. If you guys have been here before, my name is Jenny and this channel is all about luxury handbags and anything that speaks to our hearts. We love doing hauls, comparisons, and unboxings. So if you love content like that, please consider subscribing. If you guys notice, I took a little break in the last few weeks just because it's been so hectic. Most of you guys know I am 8 months pregnant and we recently moved, so it's been super hectic, like moving, setting things up, unboxings and stuff like that. So I'm so sorry for the delay in videos and bag drops and things like that, but I'm so happy to be back, and I thought what else better but to kick it off with what not to buy in 2024, at least what I'm not going to be buying in 2024. Before we hop into, the list of things I have, I did want to share a current jewelry stack that I have. You guys know I've shared this a lot on my channel, but I love Read Your Heart pieces just because I wear them underwater. I do not like taking jewelry on and off, so I usually like to stick with things that can go underwater, not tarnish. Really quickly, let me just share my newest Read Your Heart pieces. I have this silver ring right here. If you guys are interested, I'll drop everything below. But I love this one because I thought the silver and the gold, this is my Cartier love ring, just go so good together. They're both a little chunky. So I thought they were like statement but subtle, and I just love wearing these two rings together. On top of that, I added just basic gold studs right here, and then I felt like it worked really well with the stack earrings. I do not like to wear earrings on its own. I love to have like a little stack, but I also don't love things that are too heavy and too hard to manage. Like I said, I don't take earrings off and on. So I thought this stud just looked perfectly with the rest of my gold stack over here. And what's so great about Read Your Heart, it comes in this beautiful blue box, and the way they wrapped the earrings were in this little case. I just thought it protected it really well. And I wanted to share it because this brand is super affordable. But like I said, I've worn their stuff for so long and I never had any issues with it. And I know Valentine's Day is coming up, so if you guys are interested in purchasing this for a loved one, a friend, or yourself, I thought this would be a good time to share this. I do have a promo code, I believe. I will drop it below, along with these pieces that I personally added recently. So if you guys are interested, check that out. Into today's video, things that I've decided not to purchase. Now, I did slow down a little bit when it comes to purchasing handbags, just because I was moving. I didn't want to lose anything in the mix. And also because I am 8 months pregnant, I just felt like handbags didn't look great on me right now. So I took a break, but I've been compiling a list of things I've been loving, things that I, eventually want to purchase, but then also taking a step back as I was moving and just clearing out my things of things that I really probably don't want to purchase more of, at least for this year. So kicking it off with number one is heavy bags. Heavy bags, I always feel like I should get the most out of my money by purchasing something that is maybe all leather, maybe something that is made more luxuriously. But what happens is I never use them for a couple reasons. Number one, I don't use them because they're heavy and they're not comfy to wear. But number two, I don't use them because I feel like they scratch because it's leather, or I don't know, like sometimes it's delicate. So they just end up sitting in my closet and it never gets any love. And then I think, why do I buy these things if I'm not going to use it? That's kind of pointless. So now I stick with smaller bags. I stick with things that I know I will use. And if I purchase a larger bag, I want it in, maybe the material isn't as luxurious, but like I want it in a nylon or something that's just more lightweight. That's why I love the Go Yard totes. I love like the Louis Vuitton canvas, Prada nylon, things like that. I just know for me, that's the way to go. So I might change my mind in the future, but for now, heavy bags out of the question for 2024. Number two, I do not want to impulse buy things just in general, especially when it comes to big purchases like handbags. I've made the mistake where I'll go on vacation and I feel like I need to buy something because I need to remember this vacation, and I will just buy something I see that I like. But what happens, I get home and then I'm like, why did I buy this? I don't think it really is something that I truly really want or maybe even will use. And it just sits there, it goes to waste. At the end, I'll let it go, or, I'll end up returning it, and it's just kind of a waste of time. So I try not to impulse buy now. I try to make a list of everything that I really thought about that I want. And if it's anything off my list, I'll really have to do some research and think about it to see if it's something that I really want in the long term. Because I buy things to keep for the most part. Sometimes, you let bags go because it doesn't work out, but I don't buy it with intention of letting it go. I buy it with intention of having it in my collection either forever or for a very long time. Third on the list, this is hard to say, but Chanel bags. And when I say Chanel bags, I'm not talking about Chanel overall. I'm talking about Chanel bags at the boutique, because don't come for me, but recently I really haven't seen any bags that I necessarily would want to spend that type of money. I know Chanel has some really fun stuff that I do like, and I do look at it and think, oh wow, that is super cute. But with the heavy price tag, I don't think that those pieces are worth it. I've seen so many issues with Chanel bags that I purchased in the past that are new from the boutique, or people that I know that have purchased bags where the hardware chips or it's just not made the same. So I will always love Chanel bags, but you guys know I will head towards that vintage route, because you can find beautiful lambskin, beautiful caviar for a fraction of the price, but the quality is actually way better in my opinion. So instead of investing in boutique bags, what I would like to do is put that towards like the vintage Chanel. And honestly, I think the vintage Chanel bags just speak to me more. Again, we spend our money in different places, and I'm not saying the Chanel bags aren't beautiful, because they are. But for me, I think that's what I'm going to be doing, at least for this year, is just putting a hold when it comes to boutique bags and just focus on the vintage pieces that I love so much. Number 4 is repeating bags. Now, I've done this in the past where I've bought bags that are very similar, and then I'm like, why do I have 2 of these? Instead of spending the same amount of money, I could have spent it on something else. So I don't want to do any repeats this year. For example, if I have a mini Jody already, I don't need another mini Jody in a different color. I think the rule is, if I do decide to pick up a mini Jody in another color, I would let go of the current one I have and then, bring in that new one. So in my collection, there's actually only one. I know people that have space, that have, the power to purchase like one in every color, but unfortunately that is not me. So for me and budgeting, as well as space wise, I just need one of each. However, I will make exceptions because I love my Fendi baguettes in general, and I just have a baguette obsession. So if I see baguettes or saddles in different patterns, I may pick that up, but that's probably the only 2. Anything else outside of those, I probably won't, because you can never have enough saddles and you can never have enough Fendis when it comes to the classics. 5 is trendy bags. Now this is very subjective because trendy can mean so many things. So to clarify, trendy for me isn't bags that like the Prada edition, which some people will claim as trendy. I claim as maybe not classic, but to me that's not trendy. That's something that I will use regardless of it being in style or not. For me, it's more about the trendy colors maybe, or certain like styles. And I'll give an example. This Chanel bag with the little star, I've been eyeing over this for so long because I love this bag so much. I especially love this in, I love it in all colors, to be honest, but I'm not a pink person, but I actually really like it in the pink. But I think it's one of those things that I'll love for now. I'm not sure I'll love it next year or even the year after. I feel like it's a little bit too trendy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when Barbie came out and everything was in the Barbie pink. And don't get me wrong, I definitely jumped on that wagon because I was searching so hard for like a YSL pink bag. But guess what? Now I'm kind of over it. If you ask me if I want that same bag again, I would say no thank you. I'd rather go for something more neutral. So I think when it comes to that, you really have to think about like, are you gonna love this piece 3 years from now? If it is a little trendy and you know you're gonna use it, like the Prada Edition, maybe the multi pochette, like those kind of things, then if your answer is yes, you can get them, or else maybe save it for something else. And the last one is just accessories. I don't purchase a lot of this anyways, but I definitely won't be purchasing any this year. But costume jewelry when it comes to luxury, I personally think if I'm gonna buy luxury jewelry, it would have to be not costume. It would be jewelry from Cartier or jewelry from something that is, you know, solid gold that I can wear underwater, that will last, I can pass on to other family members, like things like that. I don't think I would want costume because at the end of the day, it's the material isn't real and you're wearing it for, you know, to match an outfit or something, but you're paying a lot for that amount too. So costume, like for example, like Chanel costume earrings probably range anywhere from like $500 to $1,000. I'd rather take that and then set it aside, save it for like a Cartier ring or necklace or something like that. I think at the end of the day, I have to look at what will last. I actually really love jewelry. Outside of handbags, jewelry, I would say would be my second favorite thing to look at and purchase, but I need something that is gonna stand the test of time. So I would say that's one. So I bucket everything into accessories. Other one would be like bag charms. I'm not a fan of buying bag charms luxury wise. I like bag charms in many different things, but I think you can find them. They don't have to be luxury necessarily. You can find a lot of cute ones that you can use, but bag charms, I don't like them all the time on bags anyways. I take it on off, so I don't really want to invest in it. And I know like Hermes, if you get the little horse, it's super cute. People put it on their Kellys, their Birkins, their Hermes bags. But I personally wouldn't buy anything like that, at least for this year, just because I don't know if that's worth the investment. And then lastly, I took a break on buying like luxury skincare and things like that, only because I feel like you can sometimes find better skincare that's not necessarily like Chanel brand or anything like that. I've been using like other brands from Sephora, other brands that I've discovered that work better in my opinion, that cost maybe similar, but I just feel like they're better products. I'm taking a step back when it comes to skincare. Also, things like hand lotion, stuff like that, just because I have so much of it now, I feel like I don't need that much. So until I get through and use all of that stuff, I actually don't need to purchase anything new because everything has expiration dates too. And yeah, that's just my short list of what I am personally not going to buy in 2024. But doesn't mean I won't pick up other stuff, but these are things that I will not pick up for now. So share with me below, drop a comment, let me know what is the top thing that you will not be buying in 2024. Other than that, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.